Okay, this is the most ghetto thing I have ever done in my entire life, but it is on. I do have some trees around, but otherwise it's free range to the sky. Okay, I'm gonna fall off this ladder. Hey guys, RPM here. Hope you're doing well. Having a really great day. This is just a specific how-to video on how to set up your Wingbits WB200. I'm going to go through the whole process of just putting it all together. Then we're going to connect to it on the Wi-Fi as well as Ethernet. I'll explain there's actually two different methods for internet connectivity, and then we're going to onboard this unit to the Wingbits network to my hex. So I'll show you guys how to do that all within this video real fast. Okay, so let's begin first. You want to take a photo of the serial number and device secret on the bottom of the WB200. You're going to be using that in order to onboard your Wingbits unit to the network. As well, you want to take a photo of your serial number. There's another sticker on the back side of the WB200. So once you have those two photos, next thing you're going to want to do, we're just going to turn it on here because this is where we want to set it up before we put this on our roof. Okay, so first step I'm going to do is we're going to plug in the antenna. It's going to go at the top of the Wingbits Miner here. So we're going to just put in the antenna like so. Make sure it's nice and tight. This hardware is weatherproof. It's going to be somewhere up high mounted. Okay, next step, I'm just going to screw in the mounting pole here. It's just going to go like so. Now, I don't have a mounting pole, but you can buy them like off of Amazon or your hardware parts store, wherever you can get a antenna mounting pole of some sort. But an easy and cheap way that you could do it is you can just get a wooden block, and it does come with these two metal brackets that you can screw into the wooden block and just simply do it that way on the side of your house. So the screw goes into here, into a wooden block like so, and this is how it's going to mount onto the mounting pole. Just like this, okay? So easy, cheap way. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it like this. Unless your roof or wherever you're gonna mount this, depending on if you have an overhang or not, then you may need one of those, angled mounts. But before that, now we're just gonna turn this on, okay? So we're gonna plug in this part of the cable into the Wingbits Miner here, just like so. And then you wanna make sure you screw it in. Just so, because it needs to be weather tight. Next step on the other side of this cable is going to be an Ethernet and also power port here, which you're going to be also supplied the power brick. Okay, so this is to give power to the WB200. And so there's actually two methods for you to get internet connectivity. It's either through Ethernet or Wi-Fi. So I'll show you both methods today. The easiest onboarding process is going to be through Ethernet, so then you don't actually need to log into this to connect to your Wi-Fi. But I'll show that process in a sec, so let's just turn this on now, okay? We're going to now plug the adapter into the wall. Okay, so I just plugged it into the wall, just a 120 volt plug. And you know what? I'm just going to plug in the Ethernet as well, because that's how I'm going to get my network connectivity to this. But I'm going to show you guys how to connect to it with Wi-Fi. It's very easy. So it's going to turn on. I'll see you guys on the computer. Let's connect to the Wi-Fi of this and configure it to connect to your SSID Wi-Fi network. Okay, so again, there's two methods to connect internet connectivity. It's either through Ethernet or through Wi-Fi. The easiest way is going to be Ethernet. Then you can skip to the next step on onboarding your WB200 to your hex to the Wingbits network. So timestamp down below if you just want to skip to the next step if you're doing it by Ethernet. Now, for those that don't have Ethernet, then you're just going to have to connect to it by Wi-Fi on on your Mac or your Windows PC. You got to connect directly to it. All right. So the SSID that it's going to broadcast is going to be WB200 _ and then a bit of the last 6 digits of your serial number of the unit. So you're going to connect to it, and then the password is going to be the serial number /G. Okay, the top one on the sticker. So I've entered in that part there. Now I'm going to hit next, and we're just hit yes there. And it's going to hopefully connect to the WB200 here directly. Now it should be connected. It's going to say no internet because obviously it's not connected to the internet. We are connected to it directly. So once that's connected, you're going to go to a web browser. You're going to type in 192.168.10.1. All right, and that should then, you press enter. It's going to bring you into the sign-in. So now, same password that you typed in for your Wi-Fi password, it's going to be the same one, the serial number G. Okay, so you're now going to be presented the web GUI of the WB200. Next step is to go to settings, then go to network. And this is the last step that you're going to do, is enter in your SSID and password. So this is to connect to your Wi-Fi network in around your house. Hopefully in the same range, where you're going to be putting this on your roof. So make sure you have good enough signal if you're going to do Wi-Fi and you're not able to do Ethernet. So capitals and lower cases do matter for the SSID, spaces if you do have it, and you have to have the exact password. Then you're going to connect the Wi-Fi. Okay, that's it. So once that's all applied, then we're just going to close this. Now we're going to onboard our WB200 to the Wingbits network, to your hex. Okay, so if you haven't done so already, hopefully you've already reserved your hex at the top right on the login page or sign up page on wingbits.com. You want to make sure you have an account. So if you've already reserved your hex already, you should see under your My Stations, your reserved Wingbits location. I personally have 2. But this example, I'm going to show you guys. So now we need to click on the link Hyfix. Okay, Hyfix is the WB200. So we're going to click on that. Now for the device serial, it's going to be the SNW. Okay, not the SNG, but the SNW serial number there. It's going to be the longest one for that. Then under device secret, you're going to put in the secret that's underneath your WB200. Okay, it should be about, I think, a 6-letter secret code. Okay, so I've personally just entered in my info, serial, and the device secret. I'm going to hit link device. Okay, so that's it, guys. It's probably going to say right now it's offline. Obviously, I don't have it mounted on top of my roof yet, so it's not able to get a GPS signal. So yeah, I'm going to go to my other location now and place this on the roof and see if it connects online. We should see an online here, so we'll be right back. But one quick thing, there is a notification button here if your Wingbits station goes offline. So this is probably good to have on just in case it goes off. So that's a nice feature. Okay, I'm going to go to my location and I'm going to just go through the process of trying to put this on my roof. So let's go. Okay, I'm at my other crypto mining basement. This is where I'm going to install the Wingbits Miner on the roof here. So I've actually already did a makeshift wooden block here, got from a broken wooden pallet. Okay, just a square block here. So I've already mounted the brackets that came with the Wingbits Miner here onto the wooden block. Then I went to Home Depot and bought various different zinc plated angle brackets so that I can then affix it onto the edge of the house. So I may regret this setup because on Helium Deploy's website, they said for the installation, the best results, they recommend deploying your hardware with a clear line of sight at a 10-degree angle, free from obstructions. This setup maximizes visibility to aircraft, allowing you to earn higher rewards. Any factors that negatively impact the line of sight, such as overhang trees or other obstructions, will degrade the automatic dependent surveillance broadcast signal quality, reducing your potential earnings. So where I'm going to be installing this is going to be at the corner of the house here. So for some of you that watch the channel know I have a barn, and I was thinking about installing this on top of the barn, but it's like 40 to 45 feet high and I don't have any way to get at the very top of the barn to put this at like the peak of the barn. That would have been so perfect, but I just don't have a way to get up there, and I'm not willing to rent anything to do that. Anyways, this cable here, okay, is about, I think, 30 feet long. So I'm definitely gonna have to extend, or actually not extend, I'm gonna have to plug this into an outlet closer. I think I do have an outlet right there. Okay, and the corner of the house is right there, so that should make it, but my Ethernet cable I'm gonna have to extend. So thank goodness it does come with that coupler. I'm just gonna add another Ethernet cable on the end of this, and then I'm just gonna fish it down to my network switch here. Okay, so that will get the Ethernet connectivity. Okay, so I don't know how I'm gonna record this installing it on the roof. I can't hold the camera, climb up, and install it at the same time. I don't have my GoPro set up, and I don't want to sweat and fall off doing it. So you guys will see this installed in 3, 2, 1. Okay, this is the most ghetto thing I have ever done in my entire life, but it is on. I just connected it a couple minutes ago and it says online. Let me refresh here, and yeah, it's working. It probably took like a minute to actually show online, but yeah, it's got green, it says PPS light, and yeah, I think that means it's connected to the GPS, so it is working. I do have some trees around, but otherwise it's free range to the sky. So I'll do a video maybe in the next week or two and then show you guys how much I've earned. But yeah, I want to know what you guys think of my Ghetto mounting solution. If I ordered a pole from Amazon, it would have taken like 20 days to get here because nobody in Canada had them in stock. So let me know what you guys think. Okay, I'm gonna fall off this ladder. Okay guys, that's it. Yeah, I just have it going through my secondary exhaust fan for now. I wasn't gonna drill through the house yet. I just wanted to make sure this works. And yeah, I got the cable going this way. I had to use the Ethernet coupler to extend the Ethernet. I didn't have to extend the power because I already had a, yeah, the power I didn't need to extend. It was long enough. I had a power outlet right there. But yeah, this network cable, it's not long enough. I definitely need to get a longer one. But guys, it's connected to the Wingbits network. I'm excited to see how much this is actually gonna earn. Let me refresh here, make sure it's connected. And there we go, GPS online, online. 1 minute, wait, 1 minute ago? Wait, I thought it was online 6 minutes ago. Wait, did it just reset? Okay, well, we'll see. Maybe I tripped the connection here. No, it should be okay. All right, well, we'll see. I'll give you guys an update. We'll see if it actually earns any Wingbits, but let me know what you guys think of this video. Hopefully it was a pretty funny Ghetto experience trying to install this without a proper pole. But anyways, hopefully we're tracking some flight data in the sky and I can earn some wings token. Links down below if you're interested in a Wingbits miner from Helium Deploy. Coupon codes in the description as well. Whew, I'm out of breath, man. I'm out of breath. That was quite the labored install. Next time I'm gonna rent a lift. All right, see you all in the next video. Have a good one. Peace out. Peace out.